Welcome to Kimberly's Journey 2. Today's video is going to be different than what I normally do. This is going to actually be an awareness video that is going to be talking about a certain illness or disease that doesn't have a lot of awareness, and we all know that awareness videos are best viewed by millions of people through social media, such as YouTube here. So I was asked by one of my followers on Facebook if I would be willing to do a awareness video for mitochondrial disease. Her 3 young children were diagnosed with it, and like I said, it doesn't have a lot of awareness. I had to do research on it myself, and I've got like 4 pages of notes here that I took on this disease, and I feel it's important for me to get this information out there because it's really, and I'll get into more detail whenever I go into my notes and everything that I'm reading for you guys, but it is definitely something that needs to have more awareness, and it needs to be brought to other people's attention because it's something that not a lot of people may know that they have. So like I said, I had to do my research on this illness because I wasn't myself familiar or aware of it. This is a topic that needs more attention. Mitochondrial disease or dysfunction is an energy production problem. Almost all cells in the body have mitochondria, which are tiny power plants that produce a body's essential energy. And here I'm going to show you guys a picture of a cell in a human. So as you see in that picture, you saw a perfect picture of the structure of a human cell. And I remember back whenever I was in school in science class, back in 9th grade, the subject was biology, and I remember learning about the structure of human cells, and not only just human cells, but also plant and animal cells as well. And it's just one of those subjects that you forget about and what all exactly was taught on that subject once you're out of school. Until something happens and it hits really close to home. Mitochondrial disease means that the power plants in cells don't function properly. When that happens, some functions in the body don't work normally. It is as if the body has a power failure. In other words, in terms of our perspective, when we have a thunderstorm and lightning strikes a power pole, we have no electricity. What has just happened? We refer to that as a blackout. When you have a blackout, appliances that need electricity will not work properly. Scientists and doctors have categorized mitochondrial disease in 2 different forms. Blackout, as I had just described, which can resemble Lee's disease, and that is the severe and the fatal form. Brownout might be severe, but not as lethal. Mitochondrial disease takes many different forms, and no 2 people may look alike. It can look like any number of the better-known diseases as described. Autism, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, Lou Gehrig's disease, muscular dystrophy, and chronic fatigue. Staying with the power plant analogy, power plants provide energy to a large community, with each part of the community requiring varying degrees of power. In the same way, mitochondria provides energy to various organs of our body. So what happens when you get it? Mitochondrial disease primarily affects the brain, the heart, and muscle in varying levels of severity. Depending on which cells of the body have been affected, symptoms may include the following: poor growth, loss of muscle coordination, such as muscle weakness, visual and/or hearing problems, developmental delays, such as learning disabilities, mental retardation, heart, liver, or kidney disease, gastrointestinal disorders, such as severe constipation, respiratory disorders, diabetes, increased risk of infection, neurological problems such as seizures, thyroid dysfunction, and dementia as well. Children who are in school with this disease often seem to work in spurts and then peter out, becoming lethargic and finding it very hard to concentrate. The impression that most have of mitochondrial disease is a disorder that presents itself at birth. It can appear at any age, however. For some, it develops over time. We're learning in myself now that it's not all rare, but due to a lack of physician and public awareness. This disease is not often diagnosed. Only in the past 10 years, with advances in genetics and molecular biology, we have got a better understanding of the complexity in mitochondrial disorders. 1 in 2,500 to 3,000 patients are affected by mitochondrial disease. I'm going to now show you a picture of 3 young siblings. Sierra, she is 5, fixing to turn 6 in August. Chad, who is 4, and little Christopher, who is only 2. They were all diagnosed fall of 2012. Sierra, her oldest, was the last to be diagnosed. Enjoy these pictures that I'm fixing to show you guys. Beautiful, beautiful children, and their mother is the one who asked me to do this video, and I couldn't be more pleased to do this video and do the research myself, just to make it aware to all of my followers also. You would never know that by looking at those pictures of those 3 beautiful children that something could be wrong. There is a maternal inheritance that took place whenever the children found out that they had mitochondrial disease. In other words, there is a DNA in the mother that she carries and passes along to any children that she gets pregnant with, and they get struck with mitochondrial disease. What are the treatments? Currently, there are no highly effective treatments for this disease, though related symptoms such as seizures or attention problems can be managed with various medications. The disease itself is unchanged. Supplements such as CoQ10 and L-carnitine have little to no effect on most patients. In 2009, FDA approval occurred for an EID, an emergency intervention drug, to treat a mitochondrial disease with a new drug from Edison Pharmaceuticals, EP1743. This represents the first steps toward the variable treatments and hopefully the beginning of many more near-term advancements in mitochondrial research. How do you get diagnosed? Diagnosis can be made through a combination of clinical observations, laboratory evaluation, brain imaging, and muscle biopsies. Referral to a specialist in mitochondrial medicine is often needed as well for diagnosis. In the down bar below, under this video, I'm going to include a link for you guys to check out. You can read more about the disease there, you can fund the cures, you can read the events, check up on their blog, and contact them and share stories of your own. I highly recommend you share this video, pass it along to your friends and family, your loved ones. If you suspect of anything like this from the symptoms I've described, definitely get it checked out. See a doctor. I hope this video was very informational, and I'm going to once again include some more pictures at the end of this video of Sierra, Chad, and Christopher. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, I hope it was very informational. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. So in response to showing you some pictures of Sierra, Chad, and Christopher, I also have some information here from their mother that I would like to share with you guys based on their situation so that you can get a better understanding of what they're going through and how their day-to-day life is on a daily basis. The kids are for the most part healthy, but any fevers have to be checked by the ER or a primary care physician because it could be a sign of something more serious. Christopher, the youngest, is on a heart monitor at the present time because his heart skips every 10 beats, and I'll include a picture here of him wearing a heart monitor. Sierra is the oldest and is very smart and learns so much. It takes more time and work with her, but she does learn it. Chad, who is the 4-year-old, has very bad eyes, but he loves to play and laugh, and he loves bubbles. All children go to school, and they absolutely love it. They go Monday through Friday. The kids have a great life for their situation. Their parents try to give them everything they need, as most parents do. The lifespan is not good, and most don't live to see their teen years, but with the right doctors and family, they can live a good life. They all have feeding tubes as well. They receive food from every 4 hours due to needing the right amount of calories for proper weight gain and growth. The feeding tubes are there because they don't have chewing ability and will choke if they are not on them.